morning, good afternoon, good evening. Zimbabwe is a failed state. After 44 years of independence, this is one fundamental reality that we have got to accept. But what we also must accept is that it didn't have to be this way. Yes, Zanu-PF has been rigging elections, and the nation has been stuck with this corrupt and tyrannical regime for the last 44 years. The last 24 years of which the nation has made a concerted effort to end the Zanu-PF dictatorship. We have failed to make any impact, as last year's elections clearly showed. Zanu-PF was able to blatantly rig the 2023 elections and get away with it. So it's back to the drawing board. What shall we do? Well, let's get the facts right. We know that Zimbabwe's elections are flawed, so illegal, that the logical step is to withdraw. As David Coulthard admitted in his book, the quotation of which I'm showing at the bottom of the screen there. So what has stopped us? So why are we keeping on participating in an election process we know is flawed? We know is illegal. Well, we have participated because of greed. It's as simple as that. Deny that we have got a problem. We, the people of Zimbabwe, have for the last 24 years risked all to elect MDC CCC leaders into power for the purposes of implementing the democratic reforms to stop Zanu-PF rigging the elections. That is the number one purpose. 24 years down the line, not even one token reform has been implemented. And hence the reason why Zanu-PF is able to continue to blatantly rig the elections. That is the problem. SADC, the AU observers last year came out very strongly and said the elections were rigged. But they could not go the extra step and deny Zanu-PF political legitimacy because the opposition had participated in those elections. And they had conned millions of Zimbabweans to do the same. As long as Zimbabweans keep participating in flawed elections, SADC will not deny whatever regime that emerges out of those flawed elections legitimacy, because the people of Zimbabwe themselves have participated. We are looking at 2028. And we have got to say to ourselves, what can we do? Well, the one thing we can do is make sure that we do not participate. That should be self-evident. And yet, it has to be admitted that the chances are we are walking straight into yet another meaningless election process in which the opposition are going to participate. Here is what Chamisa recently said in a speech. The struggle to liberate a country is neither a one-day wonder nor an instant coffee affair. I find that insulting, to say the very least. Are we saying here that Chamisa and company have not had the time to implement the democratic reforms necessary to stop Zanu-PF rigging the elections? Chamisa and company have been on the political stage for the last 24 years. They failed to implement even one token reform. Not even one token reform. And yet here he is telling us that, oh, the liberation of a country is not a one-day wonder. Yes, it's not a one-day wonder. But after 24 years on the political stage, why is it that we have failed to implement even one token reform? Worse still, why is it that we are the one who is participating, insisting on participating in these flawed elections to give Zanu-PF legitimacy and perpetuate the people's suffering? This is at the heart of our problem. The people of Zimbabwe have got to wake up to the reality that as long as we have got leaders like Chamisa who really have given up on implementing reforms and now are participating in flawed elections out of greed, the country is not getting out of this mess. People have got to learn to read what is there. Chamisa and company were elected to implement the democratic reforms necessary to stop Zanu-PF rigging the elections. After 24 years, they failed to implement even one reform. The people have got to wake up to that reality. You do not need 24 years and still have nothing to show. The MDC, Triple C have become Zanu-PF Team B. They've been playing for Team A to win and playing to give Team A legitimacy. That is it. And we, the people of Zimbabwe, have got to wake up to that reality. If we don't, Chamisa is going to con millions of Zimbabweans to participate in 2028. And if they participate in their millions, as they did in 2023, SADC, even if they were to condemn those election processes as flawed and illegal, they will not deny whatever administration emerges out of it legitimacy, and will be where we are right now, perpetuating the dictatorship. That is the truth. Thank you very much, those who were able to join us, and have a good day.